Hi guys, good evening. Welcome you all in another session of data analytics. Without much ado, let's just move in with the session. Let me first share my screen. Hopefully, I am audible to you. Kindly just check if my screen is also visible to you. Yeah. So hopefully my voice is audible to you and you are able to see my screen as well. So here is the module 2 details. Like we have already gone ahead some a bit about module 2. Like we have already started the Excel portion in the last session, and here is the continuation of it. Okay. So here you can easily find like we will be covering the some of the basic concepts like the basic formulas in Excel, like sum, average, count, if, then sorting, filtering, conditional formatting. All of this we will be covering. And along with that, we'll try to cover some of the advanced formulas as well in today's session. And we'll take a case study accordingly. We'll work with it so that it's become more interesting for you to understand the things and also become easier for you to understand overall. Okay. So let me just go ahead first. This is the overall scenario, like this is today's agenda basically. Now coming down, we have this data with us. Now we need to segregate the data first into different rows and columns, and then we have to start with it. Okay. So this is basically an employee data. So first, let's just segregate it, then we'll start off. Okay. So Control Shift down key. Now we will be going down in data. Next, text to column. Delimited option should be checked on. Next, we'll go to next. Then next we have the separation between the text is by comma. So we'll check it on. Next, we'll go next and then finally finish. So boom, the things are accordingly placed, right? Now we have each of the data accordingly in each rows, and accordingly we have the columns accordingly, right? But the data is not looking that good, right? It's not formatted properly, right? So we'll do the normal formatting that we do. First, we will be taking it down to like we'll select everything, and now we'll go for Control T. So we'll take it down to the table format, right? So it has already been taken to the table format, and I can choose anything that I want from it. So it's looking good for me. So I'll choose it like this. Now I will be just going here and will add a color for the column names because that should be highlighted, right? So I can choose this color, or we can take another color as well for making it differentiator. So let's take this color to make it differentiator. Now again, this is the part that is completed. Now again, we will be selecting the entire data. We'll go here in the alignment, make it centrally aligned, and will like that we can put. Now we can put like thick outline for it for better understanding of it, and we can use all borders in black for better understanding of it. Okay, or we can skip that also. We have the green colored outline, so that is doing good for us. We can skip this as well. Okay, so since we have removed that, the thick border has been removed, so we'll do a different thick border like that. For this, we can keep a thick border, so that is good for a separation. Now we will just take it, drag it a bit down for easy understanding of it. And we can just also update about the width of the, or the height, basically, height of the column. So I will select accordingly. Now here, we'll go to column height. It's around 14. Let's make it to 16. Okay. So this is the way by which we can adjust the height. Now we have to do this so that my column name is properly visible. So I'll adjust the width as well. So we can stretch it also, or by just double clicking it will fix our problem. So just a moment. Yes. Okay, fine. So now my data is formatted accordingly. The normal formatting we already did. So this looks good now from the previous one. Now it is easily understandable that we have the column names as the SL number, that is the serial number. Then we have the employee ID, we have the first name, we have last name, we have department, we have gender, we have age, we have joining year, we have the monthly salary, we have the performance score, we have the attendance percentage. All of it we already have. Okay. Now we have to take it accordingly, right? Now we have to do some of the basic formulas that we get and we have to work on it, right? So first we need to, first here let's take some of the KPIs like key performance indicators, or we can call it as either we can take it like that, or we can uh, take it in a form that we can understand that these are the perform like the functions or the work or the operations we have done over here. Okay, so let's do some of it. So we will be doing it as summation of performance score. Okay, summation of performance score. So this we have done. So some of the basic formatting we will be doing over here. So here for this uh we'll choose this color and we'll do a like thick border and we'll just bold it. Fine. Now what we need to do? We need to do the summation of the operate like performance score, right? For that we will be using the sum operation. Now here it asks for the range. So from here going down to here, then closing the bracket, hitting enter. So we got the value as 1254, right? So how you can check that? Control Shift down key. So here you get the value as 1254, and by using sum function, the summation you did, that result is 1254. So it is easily understandable that it is the result is matching, so there is no error in it. Okay. So we'll again do the formal formatting over here and the all borders. Right. So this is summation for performance score. Now we want to get the average monthly salary. Okay. So we'll take the average monthly salary. Okay. Okay. Average monthly salary. Fine. So we'll just again do the formal formatting. So here we'll just click over here, go to format painter and click over here. So it has been taken accordingly. Okay. Whatever be the formatting, we have done it for summation of performance score. The same formatting has taken for average monthly salary. Okay. Now I want to take the average monthly salary. So here I'll be using the average operation. Yes, we have got it. So now we will be using tab. Now I want to take the average of monthly salaries. So we have taken all of the monthly salaries and we'll hit enter. Right? So we'll put it here and do the formatting for this and for this, right? Okay. Now here we can see the result is 53533.33333, right? Now I want to suppose like go accordingly. Like I want to decrease the decimal points. So I'll click go up here in home tab in number group basically, and I'll use this. So I'll just yes. So now all my decimal point has gone. Now the value is 53535. Now if I want to increase it, so suppose I want at least two decimal places, so I'll use this. Okay. So it will be automatically adjusted like this. Now I have gone for summation of performance score, average monthly salary we have taken. Also here, if needed, we can take the summation of performance score. In that case, we can also take summation of the salary, right? So the same thing we will be doing here. We will be changing it to salary. Now again, the format painter. We'll click here. Here we want this. Now we will be going here. We will be doing sum. Now we will be using tab for salary. We'll just go here, close the bracket, and we got the summation of the salary as well. Okay. So as of now, we have gone ahead, used the summation operation, the average operation. Similarly, the average of performance score we can do, right? So here, average of performance score. Fine. Again, this format painter, going here, adding this. Now we will be using again average. Okay. Now I have this field. Now closing the bracket, hitting enter. It has given me the result as 83.6. Okay. So this is all about the summation and average operation. These are very basic. Hopefully most of you know. But since we are covering Excel from very basic, going from very basic to the advanced, at the end you'll be able to prepare a proper dashboard out of Excel. Okay. So we will be seeing all of this in detail so that this can be easily accessible and understandable to you, so that in further, if any data analysis you need to do over any data and need to get a proper dashboard out of it, you can do that. Right? Now, summation and average we have already done. Now it's time for count operation. Okay. So I need to do count. Count. Suppose count of employees. Okay. So I want to get the count of employees. So the same thing here, this. Now I'll be using the count used. So count is basically, this count operation is basically for the numerical values that we are getting. So we will be doing the count for performance score. So just going for the range, closing the bracket, hitting enter. We have got 15. So there are 15 employees up here. So you can also count here one by one, that is EMP P001 going down to EMP015. So there are 15 entries up here. So this is the total count of employee that we have got. Okay. Now, if we want to get, like as I told, count is for the numerical values that we get in the columns. Now, if we have the text value, how we can do it, right? So we will be using count A for it. So using count A, the same thing. Now here we will be using count A, going down to tab. Now I'll be adding the first name of the employees. These are the textual column that we have got, right? So hitting enter, it has counted the textual accordingly and given the value as 15. So this value and this value is matching. So we can get that is the total number of employee is of course 15, right? Now, if we need to get the number of employees in IT department or in HR department or in marketing department, how we will be getting that? So for that, we will be using another function that is counter. So we'll see that. So count of employee, count of employee in IT department. Okay, going down to format painter, putting it here. Now we will be using count if. Count if. Okay, so we have used count if. Now, if I want to put the values accordingly, so I'll be choosing the range, putting comma, and putting it as IT. Okay, so it has given me the value as 4. You can get the value as 4, that is count of employee in IT department. Similarly, if I want like how many female members are there or female employees are there, how I'll be doing it? Count of female employees, right? Going down here again, format painter this, going down here, format painter this, right? So now here I'll be doing equal to counter. Now I'll be selecting all of it, the range, and I will be giving female, right? So now hitting enter, it is giving me the value to be 7. Now, if I want the count of male employee, so I'll go here, go to format painter. Okay, sorry. For this, actually, we need to go. Yes. Now, for this, we'll be going and do it, right? Now, count of male, same way, count if, going from here to here, comma, we will be giving male. Okay. So make sure that in what way the mail has been written, you are putting it in that way only. Now, suppose here the mail is written capital M, small a, small l, small e, right? So if I change it to small m and then hit enter, it is coming, but sometimes it will issue, right? Sometimes we get some of the issue up here that it is like that, right? So in that case, we can get some of the errors up here. So we have to check with the formatting accordingly. Fine. Now coming down, all of this we have done like about the performance score, the monthly salary. We have got the summation of the salary, average performance score, count of employee, count A, now count of employee in IT department, count of female employee, count of male employee. All of this we have already done, right? Now if now I want to check for some of the details, like some of the details in the case, right? I want to do some of the extra operations over it, so I have to do some of it up there, right? So for that, what we will be doing, so we will be just doing, like suppose I want to do some of the operations, like the get better operations over it using if. Okay. So in if, then I'll be using some of the like another column to do it accordingly. So how we can use the column and how we can do it, let's see it. Okay. So first, we'll just go down here, right click, insert, insert a column to the left. So if we are getting the value as this, not the value, basically the operation is coming out like this, and we are getting a value up here. So this has shifted basically. So no worries, we can just count it. We can just take it, Control X, Control V, right? So we have got it like that now, or we can just copy the entire thing and put it a bit later because we will be needing that for some part. Okay. Now here we'll adjust this one first. Now we need to give the column name. So what is the purpose for which we want to use this column? So we want to use the if operation. Okay, why the if is being used, that we will be seeing, and we want to work on it. Fine. Now coming down, the if operations, we can do it over this performance code. So we have to first see the performance code. So basically, we want to do the performance status. Like we want to check the performance status. So we'll just rename it to performance status. Okay. Now let's just copy it down. I want to just take an understanding about this performance score, like how it is going. So we have already done check the average of performance score. So average of performance score is getting around 83.6. So I want to see what is the minimum and what is the maximum of performance score we are getting. So let's check it here. So for maximum, I'll use max. Next, I'll add it accordingly. I'll close it and I'll hit enter. So the maximum performance score we have got around 95. And I'll need to check the minimum as well. So the minimum we are getting from here to here and hitting enter. So we can get that is the maximum we are getting as 95 and minimum we are getting as 68, right? So I want to just segregate it on the basis like I want to get the numbers first, this performance scores first. I need to sort it first. So let's sort it from largest to smallest. So after sorting it, you can see that we have the top is 95, the lowest is 68, and in the middle we are getting 85. 85 being the bridge. Okay, because above 85, like this is the middle value we are getting. Above 85 will keep a zone above 85 and below 85. So that will be my point of measurement, or we can call 85 being the threshold value that we are checking here. Okay. So for this, let's use this if operation. So like if function basically. So if we have taken, now I want to see like if this value is greater or equal to, sorry, if greater or equal to 85, then in that case, I'll just give it as excellent. Okay. Else, if it is not, if it is below 85, then I'll give it like it needs improvement. Okay. So I'll just close the bracket, will hit enter. So it has got me segregated in this form. So you can see this was the form I have taken, and now uh I'll just take it here. I want to sort by color, custom. So here either I can take it largest to smallest. I want to get the sales value. I have got yes, I want to set okay. So it has already been done. That's why we are not getting it, but it's okay. Eventually, we have got this like that. So if I don't want it, like suppose I don't want it, so I'll just go up here in data and I'll just do it. Like, sorry, it's not selected. Yeah, it has got it. It has accordingly got and I will click it. So I don't have this filters on, right? So I have got this accordingly. Now, if I want to just check it this, so I am getting the excellent and also I am getting this needs improvement. Got that? So hopefully this is clear to you how we are using this if function. Now we have this attendance percentage as well. Now, suppose we want to take it like we have this attendance percentage, right? Suppose in that case, we don't have this attendance percentage. We want something like based on that, we can check over this performance, right? We want to check with this performance like is the person is eligible or not eligible that we can check over. For that we can do some of the operations there so that that is easy for us to understand, right? So let's take here insert another column and let's take it as okay. Before that I just want to show you if any of the data is not there, how you can fill it randomly. Okay, suppose I want to get get the data about mm, the economy class, like any of the economy class they are perform like they are going and what is the range they are getting, or we can get around the attendance, not the percentage but attendance. Okay, so we I want to get the attendance, fine. So in that case I'll be using rand between, and I have to give the top bottom value and the top value, like the lowest value and the highest value. So suppose I want to do it around 50 comma 50 comma 100. So I am getting the random value of attendance up here. That will not match with this basically, but we will be getting, and it will be automatically changing one by one. Now, suppose I want to get one field that is of what we can say about the person will get bonus or not bonus. Okay, so we want to check the eligibility. Okay, so okay, I want to check the eligibility in that case. So now in that case, I will be using if with and. Okay, if function with and. Okay, now in that case, I am taking if with and. So for that, I'll be taking here performance score. If this performance score is greater or equal to 85, and if this attendance percentage is greater or equal to 95, in that case, we will be choosing eligibility. Okay, just a moment. Okay, I will be adding eligible, else I will be writing not eligible. Sorry, this needs to be deleted. Okay, so it has got it accordingly. So either eligible or not eligible, we have already got eligible, eligible, not eligible. Why eligible? Because this performance score is greater than the value we have decided, that is greater than 85, and the attendance percentage is also greater than 95. That's why. Okay. Now we can take another value. for evaluation. Okay, so evaluation. So we will check for it, like if we want to evaluate, get it evaluated that if if the employee is at risk or not at risk. So for that we will be using if with or. Sorry guys, we will be if with or we will be using. Now for this we have to check this performance status. If that is less than 70, okay, if the performance status is less than 70 and also this attendance percentage is less than, suppose, 88, just for a reference I am taking 88, and then we will be calling that person is at risk, else we will call that the person is safe. Okay, so we'll call it say, either we will call it at risk or we will call it as safe. Now we'll hitting enter. We have got, like, majorly they are 70, above 70 only. So very less we are getting, that is less than 70. So less than 70 is only one, that is 68. That's why majority is at risk. Majority is safe, only one is at risk. Now let's just change it to, suppose, 85. Okay, and let's put enter. Okay, 85. There are many with 85. Okay, fine. Let's just do it once more. We'll just delete this. Now we'll do it again. So we will be using if. Next we will be using or. Now we will be using this performance score, basically this one. If that is less than 85 and this attendance percentage, if that is less than 88, then we are calling that as at risk. So changing it to at risk, and if not, we are calling them as safe, right? So now we are getting the exact values as safe and at risk. So this is how we have done the evaluation. Now we will be looking at the nested loop. Okay, suppose we want to do it on the basis of something, then in that case how we will be doing. So let's give the name as performance grade. Okay, so here we have got the performance grade. Now how we will be doing it? We will be using if. So we have got if. Now we will be checking this performance score. If that is, suppose, greater or equal to 90, then in that case we will be calling that outstanding. Okay. Now we will be just closing the bracket. Now we will be again using if. Now here we will be using another condition, that is, if this is greater or equal to, suppose, 80, we will be calling it as good, like very good maybe. Now we will be again using if. So for that, we will be again taking this value and we will be checking if this value is greater or equal to 70. Then in that case, we will be calling it as good, right? If that is good, else not in that case, then we will call that as poor. Okay, so it's done. We need to close the parenthesis accordingly and we need to hit enter. Okay. Not trying formula. We are getting this type with one. What's the error? Getting equal to 90, outstanding. Then we have this if. We have got if. Yes, that should work. First, second, third. We have used outstanding. Yes, closed it. If we have used again, closed it accordingly. Very good. Okay. Hmm, I'm not getting why it is not taking. Wait a minute. Let's take it once more. Okay. If we are using, so if we are taking it down for this one, we are just calling and equal to if that is around 90, then we are taking it as outstanding. Outstanding. Fine. Else we are calling it as poor. Let's check it if that is working. Yes, that is working. Then what's the error? Okay, let's check it once. Next, we'll close this bracket because that is done. Next, we will be using again if. Again, this J2, yes, that is less or equal to 80. We are calling it as very good. Okay, let's just close another bracket and hit enter. Okay, what's the issue? Okay, it has got accordingly. So let's just take it as if. In that case, let's take it as J2 like that. And now hitting enter. What's the issue? Okay, let's take it like that. Okay, there might be an extra parenthesis up. Enter. The values are not coming. Wait. We'll take it as J2 in that way. J2 greater equal to 90. We will call it as outstanding, right? We'll close it. We'll close the bracket. Again, we'll use if tab J2 that is greater or equal to 80. We will call it as very good. We have closed it. Okay. Now we will be using again if with the tab. Now we will be checking if this J2 is greater or equal to 70. Then we will be calling it as good. Else we will be calling that poor. Okay. Now I guess we need to close the other bracket round. Not taking. Why? So first we have taken this. Okay, there needs to be another bracket that's going. What exactly is the issue? I'm not getting. Okay, I'm not sure why it is not taking. It should take, but I'm not sure why it is not taking. The same way, if I am going for two values, it's working fine. If I am removing this and taking as poor, we are getting the values, but the values are not taking right there. So if like this, we are taking logic is logic. We have given the true value, the false, right? The same way. No, there is not the issue of the parenthesis. Okay, let's try it once more. So we'll take it like that. If J2 is greater or equal to suppose 90, then we will be calling that as outstanding. Okay. Else we will be calling it as very is will we will be calling it as very good, right? So let's see. This is working fine. I got this value. We are getting fine. So now what's the issue up here? So here we are not getting it. Control X. Now here we will be putting like this. Enter. There is an issue with the value. Okay, let's just completely delete it. Now let's check for if I will take which value, this performance score basically, if that is greater or equal to 90, we will call it as outstanding, right? Else we will be calling it as poor, like that. So now we are getting like that, right? So if we are doing it here, outstanding, then let's take it if here. Here we will be adding it as J2 that will be equal to greater equal to 80. Okay. Now we will be using for them we will be using very good. Okay. Now we will be closing this bracket. We'll be using comma. Now we will be using again if will be with the tab. Now we will be using again J2 that would be greater than 70. In that case, greater than or equal to 70. We have to we have to take it as good, comma, poor. Okay. Now we can take this. We have taken it and here let's change it to J2, right? Let's too many entries, too many argument in this function. Okay, taking it outstanding. closing it, started it. Okay, fine. We'll just check on this, and I don't know what's the issue, but this is working fine. So I guess it should also work fine. So let's see on this. We'll just check on this part as well. Okay, but this part is working good, right? So Control X, and I'll just give it Control V. This part is working good. Now we need to just, we have done some of the formal formatting. Now we need to see, we have also seen how we can sort the value, how we can use this value. Now we will be seeing how to use this conditional formatting. Okay. So suppose here, this is my value. I'll go down home, go down conditional formatting. We'll go to color scheme, and I'll want to choose this color, right? So here we are getting the color scheme accordingly. So the darker green shows the maximum one, and the lower one is given by red, right? Now let's check it for this color scheme. So now you can see that this is the highest and the lowest one is the lowest one, right? So with the color gradient, we can just use this and we can understand this as well. Okay. So this is all about the color gradients. Now coming in down, we have already done all of the major parts. We need to just, we have already done this. Now we need to see if there is some of the inconsistency in the data, how we can take it further. Okay. How we can take that further. So we will be seeing it, right? Now coming down, we have this data again. This is a different data. Now again, we need to just do Control T. So I'll do OK. So it's taking accordingly. Now we will be taking maybe this one, and we'll add a color to this. So giving the color to this looks more tacky. We can choose this one, no worries. So we can just increase the breadth and taking it like this, and just taking it like that, and adding this. And the color, we can take it to greener one better. That would look better. So this looks fine, and also need to adjust this. Yes. So we have got all the values accordingly. Now, suppose we need to check if there is any inconsistency in the data or not. So how we can do that? By clicking on the drop down, we can see it accordingly, right? By name also we can check it. By name here, last name, we can check how many is there and what is the update. Now here we have got, and we have got IT. So we can unselect all and just check for IT and press OK. So we get the number of IT people as well, and what are the details of that as well, right? So now again selecting all, going OK. Now here we have gender. So we have got F, fame, female, M, male. Right? Let's check for only female. We have got one F, one small f, and one F. Right? So we need to update this. So how we will be doing it? So we'll go here, find and replace, find F and replace it with female. Right? Replace all. So 4 has been updated accordingly. Now we have got all of it like this. Now here we will be going, select all, and here. So now we have some females, uh, that is with small f and male to be m, that we need to update. Again, Control Shift down, going here, replacing with female with this, replace all. So 9 changes has been made, right? Again, we need to replace M with male, right? So here there is a problem with this, that is, it is coming up with FEMA like that, right? But that is a problem out here. So what we will be doing, this looks good, but that needs to be changed with male because the male one was MALE, not small a. That needs to be updated. So if we are checking this, so here we will be going here, find and replace M with male. Okay, okay. Again, this problem is coming, right? So here, what we can do in this place, there is male and female. So we will be just going it down here. So we'll select, unselect all, we'll select F, this one. So we have got one. So for this, we'll go here, find and replace, and we can just manually do it, or we will be finding this. We can find it. So here we are getting FEME, so that we will be replacing with female, right? So we have replaced it. Now it is coming like that. Now we will be checking for M. So now we have got this. So we will be replacing it with male. And once we have got this, we will just drag it down, right? So this has been changed accordingly. Now it has only male and female, right? So we can see, you can see some are this male. So we will be getting this, and we will be just changing this. Okay, let's find all of it. Control X, this male what we need to find, and we need to replace it with MALE. Okay, replace all. So we have got replaced this mark, but there is an issue with this. So that we can fix accordingly. Now we will be just selecting this. Now we will be changing it to female like this, and we'll drag it down. Okay. Now unselecting all, like selecting all, we get all of this in order. That is male, female like this. Okay. So majoritarily we can do it in this way so that it can be taken accordingly. That is male and female can be separated accordingly. So this is an inconsistency in the data that we handled accordingly. And eventually we can do some other operations over Excel as well, so that we can see how the things can be performed over it, right? At the end, we need to perform the dashboard. So we need to do that. So accordingly, we have done the sum, average, count, if we have done the sorting, we have done the filtering, and we have already also done the conditional formatting. Some of the other parts of conditional formatting is also there, like here if we need to take, like if we go up here, we have got some of the rules. We can get the top 10, so we have to take it to the top 10 like that. Like suppose with the age I am going, now I'll go down to top 10 and I can decrease it. I want top 3, I'll press OK. So I am getting the top 3 people. Like he is the most aged one, then he is like he's the most senior one, then he being the second senior, and he being the third senior. Okay. So this is the other way we can do some of the conditional formatting again. So we'll take it down in the next session, and accordingly we'll continue with the session likewise. Okay. So we have covered this till this. In the next session, we will be seeing how what are the cell referencing, how we can work with that, how that is useful, and also work with the pre-processing part in Excel. Okay. Thank you guys for joining the session. Today's session. We'll wrap up the session today here. We'll connect in the next session and accordingly we'll move. Okay. Thank you guys. Bye.